Attention, all proud warriors. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Beer, and I'm here with some Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 tips and tricks. I know I'm a little late, but better late than never. Kind of wanted to make this video because when I first played this game, I had a lot of questions, and coming off of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1, I kind of was familiar with a lot of things, but Xenoverse 2 is a whole different beast, and I just want to help out those of you guys who are just starting out. So, in this video, I got some few tips and tricks that'll make your game a little bit easier in the long run. Alright, so let's get right into the actual tips. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so here we are. We are at Guru's house, and normally Nail is standing in front of Guru's house, and you can't even enter it. But if you do enough Guru missions, Nail will let you enter the house. Now, right here, I have my progress for Guru's house at 86%. This is the second time Nail will let you into the house. The first time is around, I want to say 40 or 30%, 40 or 50%. And Nail will say that how you are a good person and he trusts you and you should come talk to the Guru. Now, the first time you do this, which is the most important part, is Guru will let you, he'll give you an attribute boost. So every time you level up, you get +3, +4, or +5. When you're first starting off, I think it's like +3, and then when you hit like the middle levels, it gets to +4, +5, and then when you get much higher, it gets to +6 and sometimes even +7. And then when you start getting up to even higher levels, I'm at 70 right now, it goes back to +3 and +4. But if you talk to him as fast as possible, your attribute bonus goes from 0 to 100 to 0 to 125. Thus making it much easier to level up. You can boost yourself even faster. So you want to do Guru's missions as soon as possible. As soon as you see on the top right corner Guru's house is being attacked, fly over to Nail, help him fight off those Saiyans, those pesky Cybermen, and you will get your attribute bonus. Now, I recommend doing this as soon as possible. I can't stress this enough. The beginning of the game is pretty easy, but when you start getting to the late game, the enemies get much more tougher. You're gonna need the health, you're gonna need the extra Kai, you're gonna need the extra basic attack boost, and whatever supers you're trying to use. So like I said, I recommend doing this as soon as possible. Make sure you get this attribute bonus. Your game will be a lot easier. It won't be a struggle anymore. You'll get those boosts as soon as possible. Alright? So the second most important thing about Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is race-specific quests and the race-specific upgrades that you get. Now, there's 5 quests in the game. They take place in Frieza's spaceship, Majin Buu's house, Guru's house, Capsule Corporation, and Hercule's house. As I showed before, Guru's house, you get you power up the Dragon Balls, and you also get attribute bonus. Now, I'm pretty sure you get something for the Namekian race. Like I said, I hope you do, because then I sound like an idiot. For Hercule's house, it's going to be for Earthlings. Vegeta is in Capsule Corporation, and he'll take care of you if you're a Saiyan. Majin Buu's house, it's pretty simple. It's for Majin Buu. And Frieza's spaceship is for Friezan races. So there you go. There's all the base activity. If you look at the right side of the screen, I got all the progress for you. I have everything done. It says if this is 95%, 86%, it doesn't matter too much. I already have everything there. I think there's just a few things left over. I also have the time eggs that you get when you complete the side missions. I'm not too sure what I'm missing for the Capsule Corporation. I'm stuck at 86%, and there's no one over there that will talk to me. So whatever. So since I am a Saiyan, I chose the Saiyan race. I'm gonna head over to Capsule Corporation because that is where Vegeta is, who was gonna give me my Super Saiyan abilities. So Vegeta's on the left side. I'm not too sure when this opens up. Well, this opens up as soon as you do like a few story missions. I want to say 4 or 5, and then it opens up. And then here are all the missions with Vegeta. Now, I believe number 3. There's one where you fight Vegeta, and then you fight Vegeta and Goku, and that one gives you your Super Saiyan. And then the final showdown with Vegeta gives you Super Vegeta. So just so you know, yep, on the bottom, see if I scroll down to it. There you go. I didn't look at it for too long. kind of short, but Super Vegeta was there. And at one point, I think after you do the third mission, Vegeta will stop talking to you, and you can't do any more missions for him. But if you go to Bulma, talk to her, she'll have a side mission thing above her head, talk to her, she'll tell you some information. Then you want to head to the backyard, you find Trunks, and my boy Goten is running around like Naruto. You talk to Trunks, and then Trunks will lead you to the final leg to do the last mission. Now, here I'm showing you, you get Super Saiyan, you get Super Vegeta from this mission. So, it's pretty cool that you get two. I was hoping that they give you Super Saiyan God, but so far I haven't gotten it yet, and I don't think it's in the game. At least for, your created character. Now, just a little bit of thing. Super Saiyan form I believe it goes from Super Saiyan 1 to Super Saiyan 2 to Super Saiyan 3. And Super Vegeta goes from Super Vegeta 1 to Super Vegeta 2, depending on how much Kai you have. So we're back in Kantan City. Now, the last one I want to talk about is the Majin Buu. Because Majin Buu's is probably the most trickiest in my opinion. Mainly because of what you gotta do is you gotta feed Buu, and you gotta feed Buu a lot of food. Now, if you fly around the city, you will see these blue things on the ground. Now, sometimes they contain items, sometimes they contain food items. You'll get like 3 chocolate or 3 pudding or something like that. Also, if you talk to that NPC that had that thing above his head, he'll give you food too. They're all around the city. I get an energy capsule there, so I can't really, didn't really do a good job showing you.
Welcome.
But if you head to the item shop right over here in the main area of Kantan City, you go to buy with Zenny, press L1 once, and you press L1 twice. These are the food items. Now, chocolate and giant crab, he might enjoy, and water he enjoys less. So if it says love, might enjoy, or like, I think is the 3 tiers or whatever. It'll boost it it'll boost the bar dependent on which one you give them. So it's pretty expensive to buy, like 30, and usually 30 is like how much you need to fill up a bar. So it's like 90k. So if you got money, spend it for here. That's what I did. I racked up a ton of money for doing side missions and story missions. I recommend feeding him every time you get a whole bunch of food. Don't just feed him whenever. I went back because I saw Joe Valentine. I was like, oh shit. So there is, I believe, 6 Buus. Once you make 6 Buus, you'll get the Majin Buu final ability, which is I forgot what it's called. I think it's Purification, I want to say. I'm not too sure, but it basically turns you into like a Super Buu or a Kid Buu or whatever like that. So that's pretty cool. But once you do it for yourself, like if you're not a Buu, a Majin character, it's pretty worthless. So there you go. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I did help you if you were having a little bit of struggle, and hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and I'm out of here. Peace.